This is Kenobi here with breaking news. Breaking news fast. Okay? This is a breaking news message to Paula White. This is a breaking news message to any single Christian who said to us multiple times they said to us that Donald Trump was a saved man by grace, knew he was going to heaven, believed in Jesus Christ. All of you guys should be ashamed of yourself because you've been perpetrating a fraud. Paula White, you have perpetrated a fraud. Franklin Graham, you have perpetrated a fraud. And what's worse than that, as this guy's soul is hanging in the balance, and all you guys wanted was some legislation change. Look what I've just found, guys. Look at this.
I want to end it. We're not losing American lives. We're not losing American soldiers. We're losing Russian and Ukrainian, mostly soldiers. Some people, as missiles hit wrong spots or get lobbed into
more than some
cities like Kiev and towns. But, if I can save 7,000 people a week from being killed, I think that's I want to try and get to heaven if possible. I'm hearing I'm not doing well. I hear I'm really at the bottom of the totem pole.
That's a damn shame. And you all should be ashamed of yourself. This man believes that if he solves this war, he'll get to heaven. If he can save 7,000 lives a week, he can get to heaven. It's a damn shame, and you all should be ashamed of yourself who propagated and perpetrated a fraud just because you guys wanted Roe v. Wade and all this other stuff done, but you didn't care about this man's soul. You did not care about this man's soul. This man doesn't even know. He don't think he's going to heaven. And that's a good thing, Donald Trump. Donald, may I call you that? Mr. President, may I call you that? It's a good thing that you're scared that you may go to hell. Because right now, the way you're living your life, you're going to go to hell. And you know what? Maybe you're not feeling well. When people start asking these questions about their eternal destiny, it's because they're scared. Something has triggered the question. What happens if I die? Something has triggered the question from this guy. This guy's got swollen feet. His hands are shaded colors. His veins are messed up. Who knows what's going on with this guy? He can't walk in a straight line. He can't do a lot. There's cognitive issues here. But putting that aside, there's something going on right now, Donald. You're asking the right question. You're worried about the right thing, getting into heaven. But let me be the first one to tell you, right now, based on your actions, you have got a one-way ticket to hell, my man. And I'm going to be brave enough to say it. Because the way you're living your life and the things that you're doing are not pleasing to God. More important than that, you have not professed Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. You have not told your salvation story. You have not shown any evidence that you are a believer of Jesus Christ. What you did do, let me tell you what you did do. What you did do was do this. This is what you did.
Somebody had to do it. I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it.
And then you did this.
This time I had two things to do. Run the country and survive. I got all these crooked guys, And the second time I run the country and the world, because, it's the world I'm trying to save.
He did all of that to this.
I want to end it. We're not losing American lives. We're not losing American soldiers. We're losing Russian and Ukrainian, mostly soldiers. Some people, as missiles hit wrong spots or get lobbed into
cities
like Kiev and towns. But, if I can save 7,000 people a week from being killed, I think that's I want to try and get to heaven if possible. I'm hearing I'm not doing well. I hear I'm really at the bottom of the totem pole.
I don't know if you're at the bottom of the totem pole. I don't even know if there's a totem pole. I don't even know what number you are, but I'll tell you something right now. You are in bad shape, and somebody should be telling you right now, you should be scared about going to hell, Donald. You should be terrified about going to hell because of the stuff that you've done, the stuff that you're doing, the way that you behave, the way that you act. You should be scared. I'm glad that you're terrified about going to heaven, that you don't think you're going to go. Because you know what? He don't want to say it, But if he's worried about not getting into heaven, that means he's worried about getting into hell. And I'm appreciative of that, Donald. But you've got to stop the behaviors. You've got to change. Don't listen to Paula White. She says anything to you to get what she wants and write more books. Don't believe Franklin Graham. He wanted Roe v. Wade. He wanted a lot of stuff changed. But what have they done for you? Have they told you about the danger your soul's in? Your soul's in danger. And now God is knocking on the door. He's banging on the door, Donald. He's saying, stop, stop, stop. Stop lying. Stop cheating. Stop being greedy. Stop hurting your fellow man. Stop being so vengeful. Stop. Stop taking away health care. Stop not feeding the children. Oh, he hates it. He hates it, Donald, when you mistreat the children and you killed USAID. You should be terrified. But I'm going to leave you with this. And this is coming from Franklin Graham's father. And I'm going to leave you with this because if you can get this, maybe you'll understand that what you're saying is you have a right to be scared. But you can save 7 million lives a day, and that's not going to get you into heaven because of this man saying is absolutely true.
For by grace are ye saved, through faith, that not of yourself, not of works, lest any man should boast.
I want to hear that again, Donald. I want you to hear that again because I want you to get it. You can't work your way into heaven. You can't buy God like it's a transactional real estate deal. You can't bribe God. You can't give God Bitcoin. You can't turn around and change legislation to get God to say, okay, he's doing a good job. It doesn't care about what you've done with the Supreme Court. He doesn't care about what you've done with gay marriages. That's not going to get you into heaven. But what will get you into hell is mistreating his children. What get you into hell is what you're doing to those starving children that can't get lunch every day and that are dying in Sudan because you killed USAID. He cares about that. And let me tell you for the last time, anybody who thinks that you can pay your way or bargain your way or work your way into heaven, this is what you need to hear.
For by grace are ye saved, through faith, that not of yourself, not of works, lest any man should boast. For by grace are ye saved, through faith, that not of yourself, not of works, lest any man should boast.
Donald Trump, get it right. I'm sorry. I'm glad you're scared. I'm glad he's scared, guys. I'm glad that you're scared about going to hell. Because when you're worried about going into heaven, the truth of the matter is you're more worried about going into hell. And you should be worried about going to hell. But if you're really worried about going to hell, I'm going to ask you to tell Jesus Christ that you're sorry. Tell him that you know that he's the Son of God, that he came in flesh to save the world. Tell him that you know his death on the cross paid your sin debt. Ask him to forgive you of your sins. Ask him to come into your life, be Lord of your life, and lead you and guide you for the rest of your days. That will get you into heaven. Not because of who you are, not because of how many towers you have with your name on it, not because you were the most powerful man in the world, not because everybody bends the knee to you, not because of any of that, Donald. All you've got to do is take advantage of the free gift. It's a free gift. You don't have to do anything. Jesus is offering it to you free, and I pray to God that you take it. I pray that you will take it and humble yourself before God. And then you will be able to say without a shadow of the doubt, my name is Donald Trump. I am the president of the United States, and I am going to heaven. But if you don't change your ways, if you don't stop this behavior, you're going to have to give an account and face Jesus Christ, like all of us must. And Donald, I would not want to be you. Get your act together. Change your ways. Consider your ways, Donald. Consider your ways. And all you Christians out there that say MAGA, 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 you need to be praying for this man. Instead of being nasty and leaving me nasty notes and attacking anybody that says anything about him, you need to be on your knees praying for this man's soul. If you really love Donald Trump, get on your knees and fast and pray for him. Get on your knees and pray to God that he would arrest this man's soul. If you really cared about him, that's what you'd be doing instead of attacking me and instead of attacking Obi, because we only telling the truth here. Donald, pull yourself together. Donald, stop this behavior. Reverse course now. You have time. As long as you're breathing air, you have time to change. Stop, Donald. Somebody tell Donald to stop. Donald Trump, you can call me. I will talk you through it. I will be a spiritual advisor that will tell you the truth. If you don't get yourself together, you're going to hell, but you have time to change. Paula White, you're going to have to give an account for what you've done to this man. You messed him up. Franklin, you better get on the phone right now. You better tell this man by works, by grace he's been saved, not by works that any man should boast. You better get on the phone, Franklin, and tell him what your daddy said. And you better tell this guy how to get to heaven. Or maybe you may not get there. I don't know. But I know that this is not right. That the president of the United States, who says he's a Christian, just told the world he thinks he's on the bottom of the pole going to heaven. Which means the president of the United States just told us he's in a straight line to hell. And that's the shame of this. That's the shame of this. And you all should be ashamed. You should be praying for this man instead of shouting mean things to each other and trying to hurt each other. You need to be praying for Donald Trump. Everybody needs to be praying for Donald Trump. Even if you don't like Donald Trump, you need to pray for Donald Trump, because Donald Trump, if his soul would get arrested, and if Jesus could touch this man's soul, what kind of person would he be? Oh my, what kind of president could he be? But right now, he is not being touched. He's scared to death. And that means that something's going on in his life that he's trying to hide. But you know what, Donald? In the middle of the night, when you're looking up that ceiling and you're staring, you're laying flat on your back in that bed, and Melania's not next to you, and it's just you in that room by yourself in the quiet, and you feel your hands are not feeling right, and your feet are swollen, and maybe something else could be going on. It's just you and God in that room, Donald. And you better do your business, man. You better do business with God. That's who you need to be doing business with. You better make the transaction. Please make the transaction.